Call the meeting to order.
Coffee?
Here.
Kelly?
Here.
McKinley?
Yes.
Testori?
Here.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We don't have any public comments tonight. Section 1 will be the consent agenda. Move to approve.
Second.
Call it.
Coffee?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
McKinley?
Yes.
Testori?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Yep. We've got section 2. We don't have any unfinished business.
No.
Section 3 is our new business.
Move to approve orders 1011, 2018 prevailing wage ordinance.
Second it.
Discussion.
The only hitch right now is that Sandy, the city clerk, tried to download the new wages list, and she couldn't get the DeWitt County one. So I needed to ask Joe if we could still adopt this without having that attached, or should we wait?
Well, really what you can do is attach the latest one, and quite frankly...
Right, that's what we're waiting for.
Well, but the latest one that...
17?
Yes,
I
yes.
can get that easily. The 18 I cannot.
And no one can.
Okay.
They haven't produced it. The Illinois Department of Labor hasn't produced it. And so what we've been doing here is just simply telling them, just pass the latest one we have. And so my suggestion then is that you go ahead and adopt this ordinance, and referencing the September, I believe it was September of 2017 was the last one that was produced by the Illinois Department of Labor. And hey, we're captives of the Department of Labor. We can only pass and approve what they have given us.
Sure.
So that was the latest one I had seen, and I did check that this morning as well.
Okay.
And so that's what I would suggest, is that you pass this ordinance referring to the September of 2017 wages and rates. And the reason it really doesn't matter is this ordinance is completely irrelevant, because every time we do a public project, all contractors are required to then go and ascertain the then prevailing wage rates. So this ordinance that every municipality has to pass every year is, to be very blunt, and I know I'm being recorded, and I'll say this in front of everybody, a complete waste of everyone's time, but that is what the law requires.
Any further discussion?
I'm Joe Chandler.
Call it.
Kelly?
Yes.
McKinley?
Yes.
Testori?
Yes.
Coffee?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Move to approve resolution 2018-15, approving an agreement to invest the monies with PMA Financial.
Second it.
Discussion.
Again, briefly, just an overview, this is similar to IMET, so it's just kind of an agreement about how they're going to protect our money, and that we've adopted our investment policy. They've received a copy of that, and we have sextupled our money. It was in a CD. It was a small amount. I mean, I call it a small amount. It was $100,000, which is still a lot, but overall it was a small amount. We've got a new quote because the CD came up for renewal, and the quote was 0.4%. We moved it to PMA Financial, which is collateralized and protected, at 2.54. So it's there for a year. It was going to be for another year at Heartland, so that didn't change. We can withdraw it, but we would lose 1 month's interest, which at 2.54 still isn't very much. I don't expect us to need to, that's why we're investing it, is because it's our fund balance, it's protected money, but obviously if we had a real true emergency, we could pull it out. So they just asked that we adopt this resolution that kind of enters into an official agreement with them.
Any other discussion? Call it.
McKinley?
Yes.
Testori?
Yes.
Coffee?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Other items, city manager's report.
I just want to reference this sign, because then I'm going to get it out of the way.
Excuse me, sorry.
I'll have two of these that I'm trying to promote. You know, please sign up for Code Red. Today was an excellent example of why it's a very helpful tool. I think my recommendation is we're going to put them out, one out by like the Hucks Casey's area, somewhere in there, in public right-of-way, or on someone's land that agrees. And then maybe on the John Street area near the schools, perhaps maybe at 420 North John, or just for the, you know, where people can see it, because that's a very heavily trafficked area. But hopefully that's easy to read, easy to see. It's just another way to try to push people to sign up. So I'm going to move this and get it out of the way. I apologize. So that's one thing. Okay. The electricity. A tree, a huge part of a tree. It was like a limb, only it's one of those giant trunk kind of limbs. We don't know why it just cracked. It looks like the tree is rotten. It is a private citizen's tree. It is not in the city right away. However, it knocked lines that pulled on a pole and snapped the pole. Well, we had a lot of facilities on that pole. Frontier had some things on that pole, and of course we had a lot of electric wires and whatnot. We had to call in mutual aid in order for us to handle it, just because we knew it was going to be a tedious and long process. So Rand Tool has been over here all day. They brought 2 trucks. We've had 3 bucket trucks. We've had 6 crew. They've been out there since 10 o'clock, so I know that some people still don't have power. We apologize for that. They didn't even take lunch today. They have been working straight through. We took some cold bottled water out to them. We even had a resident offer them some water. I was just told a little bit ago that it might be another 2 hours, but they're going as fast as they can. Part of the problem is, first we had to take everything off the pole to get the pole out and done. Now we have to put the new pole in, and then it's not just putting the new pole in, but it's connected to a transformer to the north. So they have to go all the way down and rehook all that up too. So I apologize, but they are working hard, and so appreciative of Rand Tool to come out. That was under our mutual aid agreement that we have with them. So we'll try to keep you posted as we go along. Maple Street, they're going to be back out on Maple Street this week. Wednesday and Thursday they hope to do another 1 or 2 lines. Again, they hope to be done by the end of September. That's the goal, unless we, get them on soon over the next few weeks. And then last but not least, Chief Terry Scott, as you know, is retiring as of the end of the month. This will be his last council meeting, so he thought he would attend to say hello. And we definitely wish him the best of luck. Very sorry to see him go. And I'm in the process of acquiring an interim, and then going for, through the recruitment process. So we will have, and Terry's been very willing and open to working with us and helping us through the transition. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you for your service, and we wish you the best of luck. I'm sorry to see you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're the best that's ever been here during my 68 years in pharmacy.
Appreciate you saying that.
Thank you.
Did you have anything you wanted to say?
If I may, just for a few moments, and that way for the community here too. Thinking back, I was wondering what I was going to be, how the reception would be coming back after all these years and things. And it's just been tremendous. The community was accepted me in and just been treating me great, and I'm very appreciative of it. Even with the hard things with the ordinances and things like that, they've been very cooperative, and I appreciate that. And the council has been very supportive of myself and the police department, and Sue's been great to work with and give me the direction and stuff, and very professional, and I've been appreciative of that. And Joe, thank you for the guidance that you've provided. Now I have to talk about Sandy.
Who's also retiring?
And Sandy, I had the pleasure of working with her mother years ago, and now I have a chance to finish up working with Sandy, and she is a true professional. Sometimes we get some people who are not very happy, and she always takes the high road. So Sandy, thank you, I appreciate that, and I will be back, and I'll be back during Heritage Days next year too, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all from my report for now.
Does anybody have any non-agenda items?
I do have a thing, we were talking about the Maple Street project, and it's come to our attention that there's no plan or no money, that's not in the budget to redo that road.
That's correct.
When they're done. So that's something I think we need to work on, because that is an awfully rough road, especially when they get done working on it. That's something we need to put in the budget coming up. That's all I had to say.
Okay. I have one thing. I see a lot of folks crossing to go to Dollar General since we don't have a grocery store crossing the highway. I don't know if there's a way to put a crosswalk across there because I know there's no sidewalks. It's not going to be ADA compliant with the curbs. But I mean, I see a ton of people walking across there and they don't pay attention. The cars don't pay attention. It's a really bad location.
All we can do is ask, I mean, are you talking about 54? Because that's
Yeah.
my bad, so I don't know if they'd agree, but we can certainly reach out.
I see a lot of bicyclers going out there and people walking. So I don't know if that's something we can do in the future. If at the grocery store would be a big deal, but that's all I've got.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Chesroy,
Yes.
Coffee,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
McKinley.
Yes.
Motion carries.